Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tango Talks. This is episode 7, and it is the 20th of May, 2025. This week is sponsored by HM Print Design. Don't forget to check out the website, hmprintdesign.com. Today's drink is
Jameson. Orange Jameson. Yeah. That is our drink of choice.
For me, yes, absolutely. Well, you like it too, though.
I do like it too, yeah.
It's also part of our favorite drink, which is the Irish Cosmo.
Yes.
Which we really, really, really like.
Yes, and we did have that one time on one of our episodes, remember?
Yes, and Mama had to take a break going up the stairs.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes you have one too many Jamesons. What can you do?
Sometimes that happens. And this week, we're just kind of going to wing it a little bit. We've had a lot happen this week, and we've both been crazy busy, and somebody got a new family member, so we're kind of just winging it this episode.
Yes, indeed. So how was your week so far, Tango?
Good.
Like, what did you at work? Good.
Yeah, it's been good. Actually, I had a customer that I think is going to become a friend through talking. He saw my truck parked out in the parking lot and wondered who had the Batman F-150, and I said, "Oh, that's me." He goes, "I'm a huge Batman fan." And then we got talking some more, and he's a huge Star Trek fan.
Oh, no kidding.
So now we've been talking. We might actually start another podcast. Because I don't have enough things to do. I can barely get this one edited and online in time. But we're thinking about starting a Star Trek podcast.
Oh, wow.
Thinking about calling it Beam Me Up. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that's great.
We text back and forth almost every day, and there's always a
new idea.
Well, a new idea, but there's always some kind of Star Trek reference. Like we have a problem. Well, not really a problem. We're having a little bit of a issue with the order because our in-house printer won't print white right now.
Oh.
And he's got an order that needs white ink. So we had to unfortunately job it out. Mm-hmm. So he wrote back to me and he goes, "Yeah, it's just a Kobayashi Maru." And I was like, "Yeah, nobody wins." So
I don't know what that means, but
well, you have to be a Star Trek fan. It's a test that they do for cadets, and it's geared to be a no-win scenario.
Okay.
And Kirk was the only one who beat it, but he reprogrammed the computers so that he could win.
I gotcha.
So he kind of cheated, but they gave him a commendation for thinking outside the box and finding a way to win in a no-win scenario.
So Kirk was the techie of the day.
Kind of, yeah. Trek, right? I guess so, yeah. So we'll see how that goes. It may pan out, but if I'm going to start doing podcasts for a living, then first of all, I really need to learn this equipment. Secondly, I need to figure out how to get 24 extra hours in a day.
Well, I don't know if I can figure that out for you, but maybe there's some kind of techie thing you could figure out. You're a techie. You're a techie of this day and age, aren't you?
Yeah, 10 years ago, I might have considered myself a huge, techno geek, could fix any computer. But nowadays, I just get more frustrated. I just throw it out, buy a new one.
I don't know. You like to do tech stuff. You got
I do.
Like we were talking about some tech that you have or you've read about, right? Do you have this tech or you read about it?
Oh, no. Yeah. So we're going to start a new section, I guess, or a segment. Yeah. And it's going to be Tango's Tech. Tango's Tech. I have to find out a way to really say that in a meaningful way. But
T-A-N. Tango's Tech.
When we go to video, we'll have Angela doing that in her cheerleading outfit. T-A-N.
That'd be a heck of a sight.
You can stand over there and be like, give me a T. And I'll be like, T. Give me an A. A. But yeah,
gosh.
so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start sharing some of my favorite techs that I found and currently find, and some of it that I'm actually using. So I hope that'll be interesting for people. It's something I enjoy.
Well, I'm sure that there's a lot of people out there that share that same passion for tech.
Well, like I said before, I waste way too much money on getting new tech things in for the bar and the house and the shop, and a lot of it ends up just being my curiosity. Like, I'm thinking I'm gonna buy that just to see how it works, and then, okay, it works, but not my favorite. Put it in the box with the other ones.
Yeah. But, I think with tech too, like a lot of the stuff becomes like, I don't want to use the word obsolete, but for lack of a better term, it becomes obsolete. And then all of a sudden there's a newer version of what that was. It works better, like,
right, it really does though. It really seems like you buy something and you've had it maybe 2 weeks and there's a new version out and they've got something else added to it.
Yeah.
And, so I think all technology is really, even software, it's all a gimmick. It's oh, no, you'll buy this now and you get this, and this. And then 2 weeks later, there's a new version of it and it costs you, may only be half the price, but it still costs you to upgrade to the new version. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Or like hardware. I can't tell you how many times I bought something and then literally like a week later, it's on sale and it's a new version and it has the extra things in there that I wanted.
Yeah.
I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I just freaking bought this. You know what I mean? And it's always just outside that 30 days, so you can't just go to Amazon and return it.
You know what
I mean? So you're kind of stuck with it. But it always pisses me off that, because when I buy technology, especially computers, and when I used to really be into the computer tech, and I used to go to people's homes and do training and stuff like that, and they would ask me, what should I buy? And my first question would always be, well, what are you going to use it for? If you're just going to use it to type email, any computer will work.
Right.
Are you going to sit at home and you're going to try to design stuff? What software are you going to use? Because all these things add up. Like right now, this podcast. If I knew 10 years ago that I was going to be doing a podcast, I would have bought something else other than my Surface Pro 7, which sits here, this little tiny laptop with 2 monitors hooked to it and microphones. And you know what I mean? I would have bought something that was made to do that.
Right.
And that was always my first advice to people. It's like, first figure out, before you just go buy a computer, figure out what you're going to do with it.
Right.
If you're just doing basic home stuff like your bills and stuff like that, any computer will do that.
Right.
But if you're looking to do, high-end graphics or podcasts, for example, especially graphics-based stuff, like the computer I use at CNY is about as high-end as I could get at the time that I bought it last year. Now, I could guarantee you if I looked online right now, it's probably already lost half of its comparative capabilities compared to a similar model that's out now. Mm-hmm. The chips, the technology is just expanding so fast, and it's just, you can't keep up with it. It's just insane.
Yeah. Well, it's even stuff that's as simple as like the lights, we have those Govee lights at our house, and they have like whatever the program is, because it's attached to your, they pair with your phone, and you can, do all kinds of things with it. And we probably have, I don't even know how many sets.
Oh, I know. Jay got hooked on those. He's hooked on those. And it's all I keep hearing is like, you got to come down and look at my Govee lights. They're the best. They're awesome. And they are great. And they are up there price-wise above a lot of the other competitions for those, especially for those outdoor long strings and stuff like that.
Yep.
But yeah, he's a big fan of Govee.
He is. We got him for the Christmas tree. We got him for the garage. The house.
And it's funny because Govee years ago was an unheard name. Just all of a sudden they seem to be like at the top of the list as far as like these home automation lights and stuff like that. They
no
really,
kidding. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they really tag into a lot of things. Like at least to me, going back even 5 years ago, I don't think, if I was searching for something for the house, I don't think Govee came up that often. And now they've
made a name for themselves.
Yeah. And that goes to show you, you do something correctly,
Yep.
and and well that people aren't returning them all the time and they're not breaking down, you can come up pretty quick. Mm-hmm. But anyways, so my favorite text that I am currently using is I use this software. It is called Touch Portal. And you can install this on your iPhone, your iPad, an Android device, any kind of tablet or phone type device. And basically what it does is it does a Wi-Fi connection to your computer, and you can program all these little buttons. So I use CorelDRAW for all of my design work, and there's some things in there that take maybe 5 or 6 mouse clicks to go through menus. And instead of doing that, this Touch Portal app, which shows up on, I have an old iPad that we no longer use, so that sits in front of my keyboard. So I have these buttons on there, and you can program these buttons to do 1,000,001 different things. You can chain things together, and all you do is click one button, and it runs all these button clicks and keyboard clicks and stuff like that, so that you're not doing these repetitive tasks all day long. Like I do a lot of this one function. It's called Power Clip, and you have to click your first item, then you got to go to menu, then you got to hit Power Clip, and then you got to clip inside a box, and then you got to click inside the box, and you do that 100 times a day. It doesn't sound like a lot, but
it's a lot. Yeah.
It's a lot of mouse clicks.
Yeah.
So you program that all in, and it's simple. It's all you really hit the same keyboards and mouse functions that you normally would, and this software captures it. So now I just hit one button and it does it like in literally a quarter of a second. It's almost instant how fast it works.
That's crazy.
And it works with, and the feature I really like is, so on the ones I'm using for here and at CNY, it has, in case anybody wonders, CNY Awards and Apparel, New Hartford Shopping Center. I'm just used to saying CNY.
Yeah.
But anyways, you can program pages on this thing. So I have 8 pages programmed, and it automatically switches according to the software I click on. So if I click on Outlook, then my Outlook shortcuts, macros come up. So I can do things very quickly just by pushing buttons. When I go to my web page, then the web page buttons come up. And the same thing with Corel. When I go to, so as you switch software, as you switch back and forth, the pages change on your tablet according to what you're using. And you can have an unlimited number of buttons on this thing. There's no limit to it. And I really, I use this thing all the time. It's one of the best finds I've ever found as far as productivity.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like it saves a lot of steps, like you said.
Oh, it's amazing.
You're not going through the same, routine every single day. You just, okay, I'm going to do this, and then just hit the button, and it completes the rest of the tasks for you. So, yeah.
Well,
that sounds really good.
Even for our Mimaki printer, which does our signs and banners, you can't just click on a job and delete it. You got to right-click on it, and then go down, hit delete, then a confirmation box comes up, and you got to hit OK. I programmed that in, so now I just hit a button that says delete job, and it's gone.
Yeah.
You don't even see all the dialog boxes or anything. It's just instantly. So it's a huge time saver, and I recommend anybody who does repetitive things in the office all day long, you should definitely look into this thing.
Yeah.
It's a big time saver indeed.
That's actually cool. That's really cool. My
second thing is it's called SwitchBot. So again, our Mimaki sign printer goes from either being local or remote. And remote is when it's actually in the print mode. When it's in local mode, then that's when you can do your maintenance and stuff like that on it. The problem is that if I'm at my home office and I need to print something, I can't print if it's in local mode. So I always have to ask somebody to go over and hit the remote button on the machine. So
that you can do that.
Correct.
From here. But that's even a great feature. That's really cool.
Well, what I found was this little, it's probably maybe 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches, and it's called SwitchBot. and it comes with 3M adhesive tape on it. So what I did is I attached it to my sign machine, and it actually has this little finger that comes out, and you can operate it by phone or anything. It's remotely controlled, but this little finger comes out and pushes the button to put it into remote mode so I can print.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, and it actually comes with different connections to it. So it's got one connection that's a little loop, so you can loop it around a regular switch, and it will, when you activate it, it will pull the switch on or push it off. So it's really, it was amazing when I first got it. I was like, how does this thing work? And then I activated it, and it's literally like this little finger comes out of the box and goes boop and presses the button and goes back in again.
Get out. That's crazy. So, that's like some Addams Family stuff.
But it works so great because I don't have to keep interrupting the guys at work. Like, can somebody go over and hit remote on the printer so I can print out this banner? I can just, on my phone, just open up the app, hit the button, and the little finger comes out, presses the button, and the sign machine is ready to go. And you can use it. There's 100 different applications for it. I'm actually thinking about getting a couple of them here for the bar. Yeah. Because I've got some of these neon lights that you have to go around and turn on manually. Yeah. But I could just program these little switch bots so that when I say, Ziggy, it's party time, it'll go around and turn on. All these little fingers will come out and turn switches on. So, yeah, it's a cute little thing. And they make a ton of other different things other than this little finger bot that I'm going to call. Yeah. So they have automatic curtain openers. So you put it right on your curtain rod. And when you tell it to open, they roll on your curtain rod and they'll pull your curtains open. And then you can tell it to close, and it'll close it back up. And I believe they connect with Alexa and Google Home and home automation systems.
All of those systems.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was another cool find that I use on a daily basis. The third thing I found, I haven't installed it yet because I'm getting a brand new truck, so I'm dying for it to come in. But I was going to put it in my F-150, and it's a kind of like a breaker box. So instead of having to like splice a wire in here, splice a wire in there, and well, you know how many things I have connected to my truck right now. Yeah. I have running bar lights. I have a front lights. I have a ton of lights on my truck. But anyways, what this thing does is you hook it up to your battery, and it becomes a junction box for adding other things into. And each slot has its own
port.
I just lost that word in my head. Not really breaker, fuse.
Oh, okay.
I knew I'd get to it. So each one has a fuse, and I think the one I have has maybe 6 or 7 slots in it. So you can plug 6 or 7 accessories into this, and without having to constantly splice wires. You only have to do it once, and this thing allows you to tag into it multiple times.
Oh, wow.
So that is definitely going into my new truck because I love my aftermarket add-on lights. So those are my 3 top techs for this week, and we'll see what I can find for you guys next week.
Yeah, I'll look forward to that.
Yeah,
that's really cool stuff.
I do find some cool stuff, and sometimes I find some not so cool stuff, and they just end up in a box somewhere. Yeah. But sometimes I find some pretty cool things.
Yeah, those were some pretty neat picks.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I just want to remind people, don't forget to share and like us as much as possible. We're still trying to get to that 1,000 follows. We are currently in the process of opening up a Patreon account. So you can go in there and be a patron of Tango Talks, and we're going to have some gift items with each level of sponsorship that you do for us. So we're hoping you guys check that out when we'll post it. And, again, share us, like us, hopefully we make you guys laugh. Our motto is, if we don't, well, who cares? We're really just here, folks, for a little bit of fun and good time. And if we can make you smile, that's what we're looking for right now.
Yep.
But we really would appreciate any shares and likes that you could do for us and follows. You can follow us at tangotalks.live, or you can text us, email us, leave us a message.
Yes.
I lost my thought again. I'm, getting close to that 60 mark. But yeah, give us a shout out at 315-801-9655, and we'll be sure to mention it online. And, we'd be happy to talk to you guys. So call in any Tuesday night at about 6 o'clock. That's when we're here, and we'll keep the lines open for you.
Yeah. You can leave a message, right? That's not just to be clear, that's not like a live line right now.
Not yet.
Not yet. Just leave a message, but we can see the message and retrieve it during the show.
Correct. Yes. So, if there's something you'd like us to talk about, or if you just want to say, hey, I enjoy the show, we would really love to hear from you. But yeah, right now, we're set up for live. We're just not ready to do it yet.
Yep.
We got to get a little bit more comfortable with this and fluid with it, and then we'll open up a live talk and see how that goes.
Yeah, I like it. That sounds good. So we've been having some pretty crappy weather lately.
Tell me about it. We just installed, it's our luck. We just put in a pool heater for our pool, and we haven't turned it on yet because the weather's been so cold. We don't want the thing running 24/7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My goodness, yeah.
Next week is supposed to be in upper 60s and 70s and sunny. So
I
maybe
hope that holds true.
Maybe next weekend we can be in the pool.
Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be great?
Do Tango Talks Surfside.
I was so disappointed last night. I bought ferns for out on the porch. Now that we have that new deck, I want to, kind of spruce it up a little bit with different plants. But the one side is kind of shady, so I bought all these ferns to put out there. But I was like listening to the news last night, and they're like, well, it's going to be like 30 degrees. It's going to feel like, negative or whatever.
They had a freaking frost warning.
I know.
We're almost in June. What do we got? Another week and we're in June already?
Know. I mean, obviously I'm being a drama queen when I say it was below zero, but I was like, you got to be kidding me. So I had to take all my ferns off the porch and put them in the garage until, whenever it's going to be nice and sunny again.
July.
I was like really disappointed, and I got to get my seeds going and just, out there, my plants and vegetable garden started. And I mean, because this is the time I should be doing all this. I should be able to plant this garden this weekend, considering it's going to be Memorial
You're welcome
Day.
to use our greenhouse because we don't fucking use it. We have this nice greenhouse down there, and there's nothing in there but like things that we throw in there from yard work. But.
Oh my gosh, I may have to take you up on that because, little Jay bought me a greenhouse a couple years back as a birthday gift, and it was like the best birthday gift ever. But the bad thing is like up here, you're never guaranteed that you're going to have warm weather at a time when you're starting your seeds to grow.
Even in July.
Yeah, even in July. So you're almost better. Like I bought all these seeds this year, and I was like, I'm going to start them and it's going to be great. And I'll be able to get them out there. And yeah, that's not happening right now.
Right now. And it's funny because I've seen farmers have already plowed and seeded their...
Yeah, planting corn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which always, when I see them doing it, they did it like a week ago, I think.
Yeah,
And so I always think like, oh man. But the farmers know, they know that it's going to take at least a week for that to germinate. So hopefully by then the weather's back up and things will grow like they're supposed to.
Yeah, yeah. Well, underground is usually a lot less, cold than it is above the ground.
True.
So, that maintains an even 50 or something degrees down there. Is it 50?
Down where?
Down under the ground.
Oh. You said down there. I'm like,
no, I said under the ground down there.
I want a good 98. Down there. Anyways, so we actually bought, and again, like you were saying, getting things going.
Yeah.
We bought miniature cucumbers.
Oh.
We have seeds for them.
Oh.
So I want to get those going, but we also bought, I'll have to give you some of them because we'll never use them all, but we bought indoor miniature orange trees.
Oh, really?
That I want to get going, yeah. So I'll have to give you some of the seeds too because I don't know, like 50 seeds in. It's like, well, we're not going to have 50 orange trees
50
in our
orange
house.
trees, yeah. But that's actually cool. One of the girls at work, she actually has a little orange tree and a little lemon tree.
Oh my goodness, I would love.
And she actually got lemons from the one tree.
Really?
Yes.
I want a lime tree out here in the bar.
That'd be cool. You got to keep it warm enough, though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like our temperatures around here, unless it's like in a heated greenhouse, it's not going to stay. Or if you're going to have it like in your window in your house, that's the only way it will grow.
Yeah. See, during the wintertime, it's 45 in here. It doesn't get to freezing, but
Yeah. Well, 45 may not be too bad. I mean,
does anybody know if you can grow a lime tree at 45 degrees in upstate New York? Because I would really love one in my bar. So if somebody could call, let me know on that. I would appreciate it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, there's a restaurant and greenhouse type. It's a greenhouse, but they have a restaurant in there in the local area.
Wait, what?
Yes.
What?
Yes. And they have wonderful food, but they've got all these beautiful plants for sale, and they have like these fruit trees. They have lime and lemon and
wait, how come you and I have not gone there for lunch or something?
We haven't yet, but I just told Stephen about it like last week because I went with my girlfriend and they just opened for the season again.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so we're definitely going to go there. It's just an amazing place. And if I get to know them better, I'll be promoting them a little bit too because I want everybody to know about it.
And if anybody out there has like a couple $1 million they want to just throw around because they have no use for it, we have so many ideas here, me and Angela, that we could spend that $1 million on a weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, our business adventures are just crazy.
We always have the great ideas. We just don't have the money when we need it. So if we can just get like a daddy warbucks who's just willing to hold on to the money, and then when we call and say, hey, I need like $200,000, and he just sends it to us without a problem, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Or if you've got your angel, what do they call those people? Angel investors out there. If you're just waiting to, send that money over, just send us an application and we'll sign up for it. We've got 1 million business profiles that we're
go to our website, send us an email. We will definitely call you back.
Yes, we will for sure.
All right, we're going to take a little break here as I refill my cocktail, and we'll be back in a little bit. All right, welcome back, everybody. We have our fresh drinks now, and we were just talking a little bit offline. We were talking about the last episode where I started off with, can we get this fucking show on the road already? Well, my husband didn't care for it, and neither did Angela's. But Angela's like, that's why we have an explicit rating. Okay, because you might hear things you don't want to hear, but that's just us. But I just wanted to mention one thing. In the latest Apple update for your devices, Apple Music now has sound therapy in their playlist choices. And I use a separate app that's called Moon something. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of them. There's like Calm and there's, a bunch of them.
It's along that lines. It's called Moongate is what I've been using. And I have to admit, I wouldn't think it would work very well, but I do find that I fall asleep quicker and stay asleep longer with that binaural beat in the background.
Yes.
And it's funny, you don't hear it. Mine plays through my pillow and I don't really hear it, but obviously it's there. But you hear it on the phone a lot. The phone outputs it pretty good. But this new Apple Music update, I'm going to check that out tonight and see how that works.
Yeah.
I'm glad they got it built in now so I don't have to have a separate app on there. I'm trying to reduce my app usage a little bit. I got a couple hundred apps on my phone right now and it's just insane.
Oh my goodness, you do?
Yeah, I got every credit card on there. It's just, I've got it broken down into like I'm looking at my screen right now. There's probably about 25 folders on my front screen. So there's everything from like graphics, photography, HM stuff, and just goes on and on and on. Stupid stuff on there.
Wow, and I thought I had a lot of apps on my phone, but I guess not.
Yeah, but you know what? It goes back to like the techie stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'll download apps just to see what the hell they do. And then I'm like, oh, that's stupid.
Yeah. And then I get rid of them. I do that too.
And then there's some of them that I think are cool, and I'll keep them for a while.
Yeah.
But then I won't use them for like 2 years. And I'll be looking through all my apps, and I'm like, what the hell does this thing do? Then I open it, it's like, oh, that's stupid. Get rid of it.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
I don't know. I think that's all we got for this week, isn't it? It's kind of like a free-for-all show. And again, we want to welcome our new nephew, little Muggs, to our family. He's adorable, little boxer puppy.
Yes, a new addition to the Roberts family.
And we were privileged tonight at Tango Talks because Angela brought him down for us all to see.
Yeah.
And right now, I think he's sleeping.
He's sleeping.
Yep.
Oh, he's
awake.
We've been really lucky with this little guy. He's been very quiet and super docile. He runs around and plays like a puppy, but then he just like gets tired and stops. Falls asleep wherever he is.
Did you ever see that video on Facebook where the little pug comes zooming into the room and then wipes out and falls over and then just like boom, and he just falls asleep. It's like wow. Wish I could fall asleep like that.
That's this one. That's my Muggs.
Run into the bedroom and just boom, I'm asleep. But again, thank you everybody, and thank you Angela for being my host again. I appreciate it and always enjoy our time together.
Yes, thank you, Tango.
You're welcome. That's it, folks, and we'll see you again next week, and hopefully we'll have a organized topic.
Yeah, we're getting there.
We are. Sounds better every week. We get more followers every week. And again, check us out on Patreon, hopefully in the next week or two. And, we would really, really appreciate a sponsorship. Talk to you later.
All right. Until next time.
Skull. Once again, thank you, everybody, for joining us today. We hope you were mildly entertained. If not, who cares? Tango Talks was recorded in front of a totally digital audience and is a division of HM Print Design LLC. Please do us a favor and like, share, follow everywhere you can. Till our next cocktail, this is Angela and Tango saying Skull.